Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for NBA on Friday, November 26th, 2021. My name is Steve, and we're going to have 4 picks here for you today that I think are great value bets for this Friday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support in the channel. If you are new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 925 subscribers here by the end of the week, so appreciate your help out with that. Also, be sure to check out our community Discord server. It's a great place to connect with our community, to chat about sports, and to get new ideas for bets. Highly encourage you to check that out. I have a link in the comment section and in the description to that where you can check that out. Be sure to also place your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you'd like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include it in the video if your pick cashes. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into the results from the previous episode. So we went 3-2. That brings us to 10-4 in our last 4 episodes. That's 4 straight winning episodes here in the NBA. We actually swept our player props 3-0. We went 0-2 on our spreads. So we cashed on the James Harden under 22.5 points. We cashed on the Van Vliet over 6.5 assists. And we cashed on the DeJounte Murray over 33.5 PRAs. And then we missed there on the Spurs +4 spread. And we missed on the Bulls -8.5 spread there on the road. So what can you do? We went 3-2. Still a great stretch here in the NBA, guys. We're 10-4, like I said, in our last 4 days, 4 episodes here in the NBA. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep the winning momentum going. Let's get right into our picks today. At number 1, we are going with the Phoenix Suns -3 spread here versus the New York Knicks at -115 odds. So coming into this game, the Phoenix Suns are 4-4 against the spread here on the road. The New York Knicks are 4-6 against the spread at home, with a couple home losses there to the Magic. They have not been a great home team, believe it or not, at MSG. They have certainly had their struggles. They've underperformed at home. The Knicks overall in the season really have underperformed. Just seem really misbalanced right now. It almost seems like they're getting more production here out of their second unit than their starters. Their second unit a lot of times it's bringing them back in games, and their starters really are failing to get it done. Randall coming off a pretty solid game there against the Bulls last game, but overall the starters have been struggling here for the Knicks. On the flip side here for the Suns are back to who we remember here at the end of last season when they made the finals. The 4th in defensive efficiency. They're 6th in offensive efficiency, so they're obviously in a very good stretch right now. They've won 14 games in a row, so that's very good. They're 13-0-1 against the spread in the last 14 games, so they've been also covering this line as well, so we like to see that. And like I said, the Knicks right now are about average. They're 15th in defensive efficiency. They're 14th in offensive efficiency, so right now, they're not really wowing you at either end of the court like they were last year. No, last year they were more wowing you on the defensive end of the court. That's how they were getting it done, and Randall was leading them. Right now, it's like they have more talent, but they're not playing the same level of defense that they were last year, or at least at this point. Still think that could improve as the season goes on, but as it stands right now, the Suns coming in here healthy with all the starters here. Chris Paul, Ayton, Booker, Bridges, Crowder all expected to play here. So definitely going to roll with the Suns here. A healthy Suns team versus this Knicks team. I'll take that all day. Suns covered this line in 2 games against the Knicks last year, both in New York and in Phoenix. So, Phoenix swept the series last year against the Knicks, and obviously we like to see that as well. And overall, right now, they're just a better team. A lot more cohesion right now on the Suns. I just love it there. Great value. Anytime you got a low spread right now on the Suns, I feel like you got to take it in the midst of this winning streak. So, love it there for our number 1 pick. Phoenix Suns -3 spread here versus the New York Knicks at -115 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with Zach LaVine over 34.5 PRAs here for the Chicago Bulls at -111 odds. So coming into this game, Zach LaVine is 10-9 to this line on the season as far as his PRAs. He's 7-3 on the road. This game is going to be played in Orlando, so we love that. And when one of the losses, he had a hook. So obviously love seeing that as well. He has honestly been very steady here for the Bulls. Both him and DeRozan have been very solid, and he's drawing a great matchup in this game. In all 3 categories, I love it. Magic allow the 7th most points to shooting guards, 3rd most rebounds, 2nd most assists. So you got the trifecta there. Bottom 10 here for the Magic in all categories that we're looking for PRA. So I love seeing that, obviously. And LaVine is pretty balanced all the way around. He normally, is getting, in that 10 range for rebounds, assists, and he's getting in that 25 to 30 range in points. So we love to see that. And I think this, like I said, a great matchup. We're definitely going to roll with it here. Overall, Orlando is 27th in defensive efficiency overall on the season. So they are not a good defensive team at all. And they allow the 3rd most rebounds in the NBA to go along with that as well. So we like seeing that. A lot of rebounding chances here for the Chicago Bulls. So LaVine definitely should have a solid night rebounding the basketball, getting assists, and obviously scoring the ball as well. So I love it there, guys, for our number 2 pick. Zach LaVine, over 34.5 PRAs here for the Bulls at minus 111 odds. Okay, and at number 3, we are going with CJ McCollum, under 20.5 points here for the Portland Trailblazers at minus 116 odds. So this is not the best of matchups here for McCollum. Obviously going up against the Golden State Warriors here on the road. The Warriors are 2nd in points allowed to shooting guards. They're 3rd best in field goal percentage allowed to shooting guards at 40.3%. So I love seeing that. It's going to be a rough night for him to get free and to shoot the ball. And honestly, McCollum does not play as well on the road as he does at home. He shoots the ball 38.7% on the road so far this season, and he's averaging 3.6 less points per game on the road versus home. So you've seen me take his over at home, and we're going to hammer his under here on the road. There's a lot of convincing stats here as to why I like his under. By and large, most people don't like unders, and I'm kind of in that category where it kind of ruins your viewability. The watchability, it kind of stinks in some ways. Like I said, a lot of convincing stats to this. On the season, McCollum is 10-9 to this under overall. He's 6-3 to this under on the road. And 2 of the losses, which he scored more than 20 on the road, he had 21. So really easily it could be 8-1 on the road to this under. 21 is like the hook on the other side there where he just cashed. And the matchup, it doesn't get any worse for McCollum. Warriors are 1st in defensive efficiency. We've seen that. And we're going into a stretch right now where Damian Lillard has been more of the featured piece here for the Blazers as well. So I like seeing that. Lillard in November is averaging 28.4 points per game, shooting 46%. In his last 5 games. So, and specifically, if you go back even in November, his stats are, obviously higher here than in October. Really struggled out of the gate, and Lillard's picked it up. And, that's sending McCollum's volume down, and, they're not looking for him to be the featured option. And that's why I like CJ McCollum so much early on in the season when Lillard was struggling. But now Lillard's kind of back to being Damian Lillard. McCollum here getting less looks. And like I said, we got the success here as far as him cashing the under, and it is just like the worst possible matchup for him. So I love it there for number 3 pick. CJ McCollum under 20.5 points here for the Portland Trailblazers at minus 116 odds. Okay, and finally at number 4, we are going with Ja Morant over 36.5 PRAs here for the Memphis Grizzlies at minus 125 odds. So Morant on the season is 12-6 to this line. He's 7-3 at home, and this is a terrific matchup for him. The Hawks allow the 10th most points, the 2nd most assists to point guard, so that's obviously very good. We love to see that. They're more of in the back half as far as rebounds allowed, but that really doesn't concern me too much because I still think we're going to still see some. He'll at least get some rebounds. Ja Morant's just involved all over the floor. And like I said, he's had a lot of success this year so far to this line. And this game has all the makings of a Trae Young and Ja Morant duel. So really, I don't even mind Trae Young's PRAs, really. It just was a little bit higher. It was like 38.5, and he's on the road. And it's like, I just prefer, obviously, to take Ja Morant here. And there's a lot more, Ja Morant's had a lot more success as well to his line. So I love seeing that. The matchup here for Memphis, Hawks are 26th in defensive efficiency. They allow the 25th most points per game on the road at 113, so we like that as well here for Ja. I think Ja is going to have a big game. And you know me, you know if you've been following me for a while that I love betting against. I love betting for point guards against Memphis. So that's why I mentioned Trae Young here. Usually I take the assist line on point guards versus Memphis if it's advantageous to. That was one of the first things I looked at in this game was Trae Young's assist line, which was 9.5, which I viewed as being pretty sharp, with a slight lean to the over. But overall, looking at it, Trae Young was like 5-5 on the road to that assist line. 8-11 overall. So as far as his personal success, it wasn't great. So I wasn't convinced. I love seeing both. I love the great matchup and the success. Those are the things you want to see anytime you place a bet. So I love it there, guys. Ja Morant, great matchup here. Plays great at home. He'll get it done here. It'll be a great game here between Trae Young and Ja Morant. So look for this PRA over here to cash on Ja Morant. Take it there for your number 4 pick. Ja Morant over 36.5 PRAs here for the Grizzlies at -125 odds. Okay, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Typically, we'll have videos out a little bit earlier in the day. This one's out just a little bit after 5 p.m. Normally, I'll have videos out at 8:30. Thanksgiving, you know how it is. I ate a live stream, so I had a lot going on Thanksgiving, so I couldn't get this one out early in the day. But we're still getting it out. For whoever watches it, hope we cash tonight. Let's get some hits. Let's make some money. Let's get this 4-0. Wish you guys all the best of luck. Hope you all have a great rest of your night, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.